we're in this park, and we're just playing tag, whatever the fuck you play when you're 11 or 12. There was a basketball court, but in those days, we weren't allowed on the basketball court. The older kids were drunk, and unless they picked you, you couldn't fucking. So we just played, whatever, in the monkey bars and shit.
Chill.
And that hut was there, and it was the summertime. And I'll never forget that Mr. Kennel was in that hut. And that was,
He was coming in there?
No, he was sitting in there with a fan on him in this little hut, and the window was slide open. And he's sitting there, he's got his glasses on. Mr. Kennel's got to be 40.
Right.
And there's 8 Spanish kids, 20 Italian kids, 6 Irish kids, and 1 fat black girl.
Blowing him?
With a huge, with a huge Julius Erving afro. She's the little kid.
Right.
She's got to be 10. She's just, she's throwing rocks at the kids. They're all throwing rocks at each other. They're all having a good time. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, one of the white kids spits at Marlo. And Marlo spits back at the white kid. And Mr. Kennel sees this. Now, we're over here. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. He sees this, and he slides open the window. And he pops his head on the window and goes, hey, don't let that nigga spit get on you. Right? This is 1975. He goes, that shit'll go right through you. And he closed the window. And me and the other kids sat there and looked at each other like we had never heard. Like, I heard nigger on a Richard Pryor album.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. For him to yell it, that was the most And Marlo just kept spitting at the white kid like nothing happened. Marlo didn't give a fuck.
Damn, man. That is
great. Well, that hut is gone. My point is, the hut and its racism is gone, right?
They had this kid that lived down the street from us named Boogie, and the dad was like a bus driver in our town, and he used to cut our hair, right? And
he's a bus driver that cut hair?
Yeah, he was a bus driver that cut hair. And here's the crazy part, I didn't even think about this. The only haircut he knew how to give was his own cut, right? Like the style he had, right? And it was it wasn't even a style, it just looked like shit, right? So all the boys and most of the girls had the same cut in our town, man. Everybody looked jacked up. But what were we talking about? Black people? Oh, no. The priest yelled that shit, man.
The first time I really wanted to go to New Orleans was when I read about fucking the mafia down there and how that guy ran the mob and how everybody thought that whole Kennedy assassination came out of New Orleans. It was also very interesting to me. Then I saw a movie called with Richard Gere and Kim Basinger.
Fatal Attraction?
No. Fatal fucking Attraction. That's the chick that shows her pussy.
Oh, that's I knew it is Sharon Stone.
Right. This is.
What if Sigourney Weaver showed her pussy? Would you look or not?
Fuck yeah, with that overall. Actually, I love that sexy over.
No Mercy?
No Mercy was a movie that came out in 1987 about white.
86.
86 about white motherfuckers killing each other in New Orleans. And the guy that was her boyfriend bought her. Bought her, like that happens in New Orleans. He bought her from her mama.
Right.
He raised and they put her Woody Allen. Fucked her. She was beautiful. Kim Basinger. You imagine buying Kim Basinger when she's like 13?
Oh, and cheaper then.
And just feeding her,
That's a
and just feeding her steaks and fucking fattening her up. When she's 18, you give her a stabbing, you marry her, she don't know no different. You hide her from the world. What time is it? I have no fucking idea. It's been 1982 for days. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask.
Do you think we all come from incest, really, when you really think about it?
Well,
we
I'm
have
from
to.
a fucking island.
Oh, then you have to probably have.
There's incest. I know for a fact that my grandmother and my grandfather like third cousins or something like that. So there's got to be, I'm retarded from bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? Something along, I know something happened. My uncle told me for the first time.
He said something wasn't right?
No, he told me, because you know that your great-grandmother and your great-grandfather were like third fucking cousins or something. That's why the maiden name is kind of weird. It's Valdez Malbarez or some shit. They just dropped the Malbarez or some shit. So it's an island. When you come from a fucking island, there's got to be incest somewhere along the line.
I don't think I'd ever do incest, man, even if I think I had the hottest family member ever, bro. Ever. Think about that, though, dude.
What about cousin?
Listen, I don't want to talk about incest on the church, though.
Okay, my bad.
We got fucking boundaries here. We can't be talking about incest. I had a cousin I wanted to fuck, too, as a kid.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I ain't gonna bullshit nobody.
I thought you just said we couldn't talk about it.
When I was a kid, I had sex with like Puerto Rican cousins. That means like
that's crazy.
Like your families grew up together, but you're not really blood. And they're like, you guys are cousins. Or some families encourage it. You guys should hook up. It would be a nice wedding. I had sex with a little girl. That she wasn't a little girl. She had hair. I didn't.
Wow.
First time, Evie was her name. And she was older than me by a year. And I used to sleep over. One day she goes, look at it. And I looked at it, I almost fucking died.
Really?
I had hair on it. I sniffed it.
Dang, you got down there, huh? Young fella.
No, I didn't eat it. I just sniffed it, I think, and I fucking ran away.
Yeah, that first smell is pretty strong. It's a real...
I don't remember. Why you got to talk about smells for? It's Monday night.
I don't know, my bad. Is it Monday?
It's fucking Thursday. What is it, Lee Syatt?
It's Thursday, dude.
Lee Syatt's got to go back to his house, stoned to the gills.
I hope to God my mom's asleep.
Why?
She's not going to, because look how high I am.
Because you told
you'll
her.
probably be fine, man.
You should bring her half a joint, Lee, and just tell her how it's going to go down tonight.
Yeah, why don't you fucking do some Krav Maga? You're fucking wicked.
Because if not, you're going to argue with her anyway. Just
No, she knows.
Bring home a half a bone, light that savage right in the living room.
Yeah.
No, as I was leaving, she was like, do you want me to freeze the food? Because she made me a whole bunch of food.
Wow.
And I was like, hey, you know what? Everything we had tonight, just leave it out because I'm gonna want to eat that when I get home. And she's like, the whole breast. I was like, yeah, the whole nother breast.
Damn.
So,
I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say, man. What were we talking about?
What made you jump on a fucking stage? What made you jump on the stage the first time?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I just thought, I guess, making people laugh was just the funniest. That was the best thing. Like, if people weren't laughing, I was like, what the fuck are we doing? We're just doing all this other shit. And then we wait for, and then rarely somebody says something funny and we laugh. Like, why don't we do a little bit of the inverse, you know? Like, we do all this other shit. The best part is when somebody's laughing.
Was your dad funny?
He was pretty funny, man.
Where was he from?
He was from Nicaragua.
No wonder.
I'm Polish Nicaraguan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No wonder he was slinging dick at 70. You should have made... When I thought he was a white dude, I was like, okay, he's a crazy... I thought he was like somebody from... like one of those guys from the South. It's just get over here. I'm going to fuck you right now. I don't give a fuck to get 32.
A lot of little reptilian.
Now you listen, Filipinos and those Spanish dudes, they got sperm, eggs, and that nutsack to their fucking 90. I swear to God.